Now we want to get to our Alma McCarty, who is live at Northeast 146th Avenue and East Burnside. This is about 3 miles or so from that first location that Catherine's at. Alma, what can you tell us?
Christine, I can tell you that there are a lot of people who are on scene here who were not on scene previously. We've got a lot of activists who are in the area really trying to see what is happening. We have some people who are streaming on their cameras, and then we also have some neighbors who are arriving here for the first time and going, what happened? I'm going to step out of the way, give you a kind of a look at what's going on. From what I understand, the investigators who were on the scene here, they were taking some pictures in this area beyond the fence. So it appears as though a lot of the investigation is focused on an apartment complex on the far side. This, again, 146th, Northeast 146th and East Burnside. The police presence has been consistent. There hasn't been more police who have shown up or anything. I'm going to have my photographer Kyle kind of pan over to Burnside, where there is some more police activity. Again, lots of crime tape, lots of people just trying to figure out what is going on here this evening. Again, this is the spot where Portland police say that those 2 victims arrived at after the shooting. So they presumably drove themselves from that location where Catherine is at over to this location and then called for help. We do not know the condition of the man and the woman who were taken to the hospital. I think a lot of people out here want to know that as well. Just a lot of questions at this point, not too many answers, but I can tell you that this investigation is certainly active, certainly ongoing. A lot of Portland police, and we did see FBI earlier. If you take a look, Kyle's going to zoom in. You can see that there are some people who are actively investigating, again, in front of an apartment complex, an apartment unit, but we're not entirely sure what they are doing at this time. As soon as we find out more details, David, Christine, we will be sure to let you know.
Alma, I know you've been there for maybe a little over an hour or so, and you mentioned the crowd that has grown. Can you give us a sense of just how many people have shown up, how many people are there? I assume most of them may be looky-loos at some point, but can you just kind of give us a sense of what you're seeing on the ground?
Yeah, Christine, what we're seeing, I would say it's less looky-loos and more people who are deeply concerned. A lot of these people we actually met and talked to yesterday at the rallies that were happening for Renee Nicole Good within the city of Portland. So a lot of people just concerned that this is happening a day after what happened in Minneapolis in terms of federal agents using deadly force against 2 people within the city. So there's people who are very concerned about that. There's obviously the people who live in the apartments around here. Some of them are more curious than others. Others are just like, hey, I'm trying to get past the police tape and back into my home this evening. I would tell you probably about 50, 60 or so. And there are several journalists, of course, on the ground, whether they are, crews like ours. We did see a few, it seems to be influencers and some other people who are just filming the scene as it is unfolding out here. Things are not too rowdy at this moment. It was touch and go for a second with an interaction between Portland police and a man who was just really frustrated with the situation earlier, but nothing that escalated. And at this point, it's just a pretty calm, content scene, and people are just observing what is going on, which at this point, unfortunately, not too much new information to bring you.
All right, Alma McCarty on East Burnside there.